form of an equation of a line that we might see is the general form, where we're going to have ax plus by plus c equals 0. Here a, b, and c are all just going to be some real numbers, but a and b are not both 0. So we're going to have at least some x and y in the equation, at least one or the other of those. Some books are going to use ax plus by equals c and put the constant term on the other side, but ours is going to keep the constant term on the same side. So let's sketch the graph of the equation 3x minus 2y minus 6 equals 0. When we're sketching a line, another method that we can use, in addition to plotting points or putting our line, first solving for y and using the slope and the y-intercept, is to find our x and y intercepts. So recall that an x-intercept is going to occur when y is equal to 0. So we can set y equal to 0 in our line, in our equation, and solve for x. So this would give us 3x minus 6 equals 0. We could at that point add 6 to both sides, giving us 3x is equal to 6. Divide by 3 on both sides, and we would get x is equal to 2. And so our x-intercept is going to be the point 2, and our y value, remember, was 0, so the point 2, 0 is our x-intercept. Now we can find our y-intercept by letting x equal 0. And so we'll plug that in. So 3 times 0 minus 2 times y minus 6 is equal to 0. That's going to give us negative 2y minus 6 equals 0. Adding 6 to both sides gives us negative 2y is equal to 6. Dividing both sides by a negative 2 gives us y is equal to negative 3. So now we have the point where x was 0 and y is equal to negative 3. So we have the point 0, negative 3. Now we need to graph this. We were told to sketch a graph, and so we can put those 2 points on our graph. So we'll go to 2, 0, put that point on our graph. We'll go to 0, negative 3, 1, 2, 3, put that point on there, connect those 2 points, and voila, our line. Okay, parallel lines. We're going to work with parallel lines a lot of times. And when lines are parallel, if 2 non-vertical lines are parallel, they will be parallel if and only if they have the same slope. So I just wanted to show you a symbol that we'll use to represent parallel a lot of times in math, and it looks like this. So now we are to find the equation of the line through the point 3, negative 6, that is parallel to the line 3x plus y minus 10 equals 0. So we'll start out by finding the slope of this line. Since they're parallel, they're going to have the same slope. So we can find the slope of that line by solving for y and getting that in the slope-intercept form. So we'll start by adding 10 to both sides. And in fact, let's go ahead and subtract 3x from both sides while we're at it. Let's get it all done in one step. That would give us y is equal to negative 3x plus 10. So the slope of this line, we'll call that m1, is going to be equal to negative 3. And so our line is going to have the same slope. So we're going to be using a line where slope is equal to negative 3. Since they're parallel, then m should be equal to m1. And so now we need to find the equation of that line. And so we've got a point over here. We'll call that x1, y1. We can use the point slope form of an equation to solve this. That's that's y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. And so we'll plug in those points. Y minus negative 6 is equal to negative 3 times x minus 3. And so now we'll simplify that. That would give us y plus 6 is equal to negative 3x. Negative times negative will give us a positive 9 when we distribute on this side. So now we subtract 6 from both sides, and that will give us y is equal to negative 3x plus 3. Now we have the equation of the line that's parallel and through that point.